Hello to amazing people, and welcome to another episode of Sailing Era, a very beautiful game about sailing, trading, exploration, some pirate hunting maybe. Today is a great day to start watching because today I'm gonna be starting a new campaign, and I'm looking very forward to it. It will be super fun. So I've been playing a lot with Abdullah and finished his campaign. You can find the full playlist in the comment description below the video if you want to go and watch that. But today we start playing with Andrew from Portugal. This dude here was part of the demo that I played that made me fall in love with this game, and I didn't feel like playing a demo character for my first playthrough, so that's why I chose Abdullah. But now it's time to go and play Andrew, and I'm gonna be playing in a very interesting way. Anyhow, age 19, birth on May the 5th, region Portugal, an upbeat and cheerful Portuguese sailor who graduated from the Maritime Academy of Lisbon. Sounds super important. His love for adventure made him unsatisfied with his work in the major merchant fleets. He aspires to have his own fleet, go on adventures around the world, and become the greatest navigator in Portugal. So I'm gonna be playing like as Andrew, and not just playing as Andrew, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna try to avoid what he hates, and he hates going back and forth just trading goods. So I'll still trade because we're gonna need some way to make money, but like I'll try to put his aspirations in the first place. How well can I do it? I don't know, we'll see. Character traits: adventurous spirit, increases the experience gained from sailing. Innate leader, reduces the amount of experience required for upgrading characters that are below Andrew's level. Oh, that's interesting. And Route Pathfinder, discovering new ports grants local contribution. Cool. Game advice: the story of an explorer who went on a sea voyage to establish maritime routes, trade and fight enemies along the way. Well, if you check him, the story of a swashbuckler who upholds peace on sea through boarding attacks and hand-to-hand combat. So yeah, this will definitely be like a different playthrough, I hope. Alright, let's take it. So we got novice mode, recommended for complete new players, suitable for new captains with more help info provided in the game, or normal mode, suitable for experienced captains, help pop-up windows disabled by default. Right, I'm gonna be playing with this just for all of you new people to better understand the game mechanics. If I forget to mention something, game's gonna be like, hey, how about this mechanic? How about that mechanic? So, and maybe we also need a reminder, so that's okay. Basically, every now and then the game's gonna pop up telling us about the game mechanic when it comes into play, and I think that's pretty cool. So, in many parts of Europe, the world original meant the stage of life. People lived on land with limited boundaries to their lives. For a long period of time, people have been sailing to explore the larger world. Phoenicians, Greeks, Romans, Vikings. It was not until the Portuguese on the western frontiers of Europe set sail that the spark of ocean exploration finally coalesced into the seafaring boom that swept Europe. And thus began the Age of Exploration. What a wonderful age it was. Well, it was like this romantically wonderful stage, but it was still pretty harsh, right? During this era, ocean conquering became a symbol of courage, glory, and wealth. See, cat? Wealth is also important. You keep teasing me about money. Every Portuguese dreamed of owning a ship and setting sail to make a way in the world, and our hero too is such a dreamer. Alright. And here starts the story of Andrew, the aspiring sailor who wanted to explore the world. Song of the Cape, Part 1, setting sail. Lisbon, the capital of Portugal. As one of the busiest ports in Europe, there are many sailors here looking for a job at sea. In their spare time between jobs, they drink in taverns and boast about their own skills. Oh, I swear that was the most violent storm I've ever seen. Our ship was being completely destroyed by it, yet we could do nothing but lie down on the deck and pray. The others held their breaths in anticipation and waited for the sailor to tell them the next part of the story. Meanwhile, at the corner of the tavern, a young man was silently enjoying his wine, seemingly unaffected by the story. Andrew, what are you doing here all alone again? Aren't you going to head over and listen to their stories? The only way the story will go is the ship will be shipwrecked on an island and they'll find treasure there. I've heard countless stories that go the same way. Yeah, they may be around the same every single time. I still can't avoid getting drawn into them. Stories alone can't satisfy me. A true man seeks to experience all of that for himself. I'm going to be a great navigator. I've heard that so many times. Found any suitable jobs lately? They're all for short distance trade, with short routes and low pay. It's pointless. A young lady from Netherlands arrived today, and she's looking to recruit a captain, but for some reason no one wants to take her up on that offer. She's right over there. Are you gonna talk to her? A young woman dressed as a scholar is seated at a table, and she's looking closely at the pamphlet spread out on the table. Hey, what are you looking at? It's Joyce. The ancient Greeks believed that the sun, moon and stars revolved around the world. But someone has recently raised an objection to that and is of the opinion that we revolve around the sun. Oh, dangerous, dangerous. So what do you think is correct? Actually, I often observe the Polaris when I'm at the sea, and it looks to me that many stars revolve around it. So I think not all stars revolve around the same thing. Oh, that's interesting. You may not have given me an answer, but being able to cast doubt on the statement with actual facts is very scientific of you. The world we see is actually just a small part of the real world, which is why one-sided opinions are so common. As for this book, it's a record of the conversations between a traditionalist and a skeptic. Oh, I see. But I don't think you're here for this book, right? Haha, I heard you're recruiting sailors. Yes, I do have a ship. It just weathered a storm and is being repaired at the shipyard. Due to certain reasons, the captain is unable to go out to sea for now, so I need a new captain. Ah, so you're looking for a captain. What's the goal of your voyage? Geographical research. I aim to draw an accurate map of the world. I plan to start from the Mediterranean Sea. If conditions permit, we'll continue through Africa and then through many other places that people rarely venture. Well, that's exactly what Andrew wanted to hear. Anyway, I have a ship, a crew, and a fair pay, but if you plan to make a killing from a merchant fleet, just forget I said anything. I'll do it. I knew all of you are the same. Oh? Hey, wait, I haven't even told you the detailed route. I may not understand academic research and I may not know the route for now, but I do know that you seek to do what ordinary people cannot accomplish, and that's something I refuse to miss. It's a pair made in heaven, Joyce and Andrew, I think. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Andrew and I dream of becoming a great navigator. Joyce closes the book gently and stares intently at the cover, dialogue on two world systems. A short while passes before she makes her decision. Fortuna ship deed, a proof that is used to exchange for Fortuna. We got Joyce de Fritz to join our team. She's careful, a mapping expert from Netherlands. She's the youngest geographer at the University of Groningen. She can make better use of her expertise and help boost the speed of the fleet as surveyor. Then I should call you Captain now. Awesome, and you are? Joyce de Fritz, just call me Joyce. Alright, Joyce, I'm going to the shipyard to take a look at the ship's condition, and we can set sail if things look good. Hey, new port found, Lisbon. Okay, we go to the shipyard. So yeah, this campaign also worked as the game's tutorial in the demo, so yeah, we're just gonna learn the game pace by pace, even though I already know quite a bit about it, but it's gonna be fun to do it again. It's the Fortuna deed. Andrew, so you are the new captain. Hey, you fixed it up. It was really damaged when it got in, and it took a great deal of effort on our part to get her fixed. Pay attention to the ship's condition when you sail from now on and keep her well maintained at all times. Look at how beautiful it is. A ship sponsored by Joyce. I don't even know what this is. Looks like a caravel maybe. Some gold coins from Joyce. Oh, how nice of her. Obtaining ships. Press Y while in the logbook to view fleet info. Ships are the foundation of establishing a large and powerful fleet. Fleets can have up to 5 ships. Ships can be obtained from shipyards through construction, purchasing, etc. Press R in fleet to access decks. Sailors must be directed into a cabin for them to be effective. For example, appointing a lookout allows you to use the lookout feature out at the sea. Appointing a surveyor allows you to use the auto sail feature. Right. So that's a tutorial. I don't really care about all these shortcuts. I never really care to learn them. What I usually do is press tab and I just go with the mouse where I need to go. Characters, you can view the details of your fleet sailors in character. Right, anyway. So here we have our captain and Joyce ready to set sail. Protects the fleet from scurvy while sailing. Well, that's pretty good. Here we have the quest. Here we can like see what we need to do. We need to go to the library in Lisbon. I don't know why we need to go to the library, but let's do it. According to the plan, our next stop is Ceuta. The ship's ready. We can set sail. No hurry. I need to help a friend if we're going to survey the world. Willem Ansel. So, the scar from the wild boar proved his identity instead. Interesting. William, pack your things, we are going sailing. Andrew, how many times have you told me that since we graduated? But can you think of a single occasion that we did not return disappointed, even those merchant ships? It's not a merchant ship, we are conducting geographical research, it's a maritime expedition. Allow me to introduce you, this is our ship sponsor, Miss Joyce. Strictly speaking, this ship belongs to the whole crew, Andrew. Did you hear that, William? This ship belongs to all of us. Everyone knows you're well versed in the myths and legends from all over the world, but you stay buried under a pile of books every day. But I know how great your desire is to set sail out in the ocean. Don't you want to personally verify the history and legends you've read in all those books? What is there to hesitate about? As they say in the academy, always respect the ocean. And always stay curious about the unknown. Fine, Andrea, you win. Let's go. Everyone needs their own Nasir in life. Who's Nasir? Never mind. I guess I'll have to put off reading these for now. Alright. Don't go get ahead of yourself. Since you're the captain now, you must know how to use your crew well. Of course, I'm aware of that. Surveyors and lookouts are the most important during a geographical survey. Right, and also William gave us some money. Nature Quiet, a translator from Oxford University who has mastered many languages and can help the fleet translate and interpret books in different languages. Alright, Andrew, assign our roles before we set sail. I can act as a temporary lookout. As for Miss Joyce, I'll be staying in the mapping room, of course. Alright, then it's decided. So, ports. Ports have many facilities available. After assessing a port, you may choose to supply, repair a ship, trade, buy items, and carry out other expedition prep work alike. Large ports possess special facilities, ones that can provide you with even more assistance when it comes to expeditions or trades. After you completed all your preparations at the port, you can set sail at the pier. The ports will develop gradually over time alongside the guild construction. Population, technology, and trade will rise correspondingly. Population reflects port size. Larger city populations enable recruiting more sailors. That mechanic's not very strong in this game, but that's okay. Technology represents shipbuilding prowess, that's super important. Ports with higher tech levels find it easier to acquire advanced ships and offer more customization options. Yeah, that's pretty handy. Trade signifies commercial prosperity. Ports with robust trade can handle a wider range of commodities. Contribution symbolizes the fleet's reputation at the port. Increasing contribution yields commercial benefits. Right. Beer. Hey Andrew, what are you so happy about? I've got a job at sea. He's like a little kid getting his first toy. I got my first ship. And I'm even the captain. Not bad, lucky guy, ready to set sail. Yeah, we're still preparing. Don't forget to prepare sufficient supplies. You're finished if you run out of supplies while still at sea. Don't jinx us, that's the basics. I'm surely aware of that. While the sailors' large in numbers are very helpful in emergencies, it means more consumption of supplies. Including the sailors' wages and the cost of supplies, it's quite an expenditure. Yeah. Right, departures. You can click sail to quickly set sail at the docks and ports. The estimated number of sailing days is related to the number of supplies and number of sailors. The estimated cost of gold coins is less than the numbers of gold coins required by all the current supply warehouses. Okay. We'll do this first though. We will check our characters. Go to fleet here. The rebuild affects how much damage ship can take while sailing or in battle. Speed affects the max sailing speed a ship can reach when sailing. Load affects the amount of load the ship can carry. Firepower affects the power of the ship's cannons during battle. You can appoint sailors in the flagship deck. Appointing sailors in the appropriate position significantly improves the fleet's capabilities. So I think the game wants us... Right, appoint Joyce as surveyor and appoint William as lookout. So we're gonna be doing that. Appointing a sailor. Select a cabin to view its effects. Drag a sailor into a cabin to appoint them to that cabin. After successfully appointing a sailor, you can see their character avatar at the top left corner of the cabin. So we're gonna drop Joyce into the mapping room here. And cultural skill reachable by autosail +4. After surveyor has pointed, route planning and autosail becomes available to use when sailing. The range of autosail will be increased based on surveyor's mapping. This ability will not come into play just yet because we don't really have any routes. Here we have the captain's cabin, where we cannot take the captain out, he has to stay there. We also have a pilot's house and a warehouse. And a crow's nest, an observatory placed high up used to view objects far into the distance. After a lookout is appointed, objects can be seen from a further distance. The field of view of the fleet will be increased based on the lookout's observation. Among other things, this is used to find treasures, so it's gonna be important. Bam. So we did our secondary side quest, and then set sail from the pier towards the port of Ceuta to the southeast of Lisbon. Okay, we can go check out the back. What's this? Falconry whistle, an item used to summon Pearl, the white falcon. Wait, what? Isn't that used to summon Abdullah? I don't know. We can go check out the knowledge here. So here we can read about the port of Lisbon, a navigator city that lives up to its name. The Sintra Mountains are located up north and the Tagus River down south. It's continental Europe's westernmost city. Okay, then we can here read about the characters. Joyce de Frits, a young scholar from the Netherlands who made academic achievements in geography and astronomy at the University of Groningen. I hope she's a she, because she looks like a she, so I hope this is just a translation problem. She's a bright, confident and open-minded person with a passionate desire to study what she likes. She cares about the truth and dislikes worldly merit and hypocritical academic authority, and used to work for a commercial firm. I mean, yeah, Art has to be a she. William. He's from Britain and is teacher in the liberal arts school at Oxford. He also works as an interpreter for the institution and is fluent in Latin, Spanish and Portuguese. He's very particular about his appearance and manners. As a dedicated scholar who strives for perfection, he's often misunderstood as being stubborn and inflexible, but he's always calm and discreet thanks to his vast experience. And finally, Andrew. An upbeat and cheerful Portuguese sailor who graduated from the Maritime Academy of Lisbon. His love for adventure made him unsatisfied with his work and in the major merchant fleets. He aspires to have his own fleet, go on adventures around the world and become the greatest navigator in Portugal. We got Fortuna here, a medium sailing ship that was named after Fortuna, the goddess of fortune. In the mythology, Fortuna holds the ruler of fortune, controlling the future of each and every person. So here we can see the speeds of 7 knots. Okay, 10 load. Oh yeah, it's like a medium ship. Alright. And now the game wants me to set sail. Set sail from the pier towards the port of Ceuta. And it says that it's southeast of Lisbon. Okay, well, nothing else to do but to finally set sail. Andrew, it's time to give the order to heave up the anchor. Ah, where's Andrew? Where is Andrew? Hey, didn't we appoint William to be the lookout? The weather is perfect to embark on a voyage. Listen up. Our destination is Ceuta. But once we're down there, we'll be sailing to Venice, Istanbul, Cape of Good Hope, India, the New World, and perhaps every other corner of this world. As captain of this ship, I, Andrew, promise you that the voyage to fame starts here. Yeah! So get ready, raise the sails. An inspiring speech. I've dreamed of this day. Dreamt. Now, as captain, you must direct the ship's course and lower or raise the sails at the right time to control the ship's speed. The crew can take care of controlling the sails according to the wind direction. Something worth noting is that the ship's steering angle is limited and it will slow down to a crawl when sailing against the wind. Every day on the sea is another day of risk, so your choice of route is of utmost importance. Indeed, thus the selection of a suitable route is where a surveyor's worth lies. Come, have a look at this. Ceuta is near the Straits of Gibraltar, which lies to the southeast of Lisbon, and now the wind is blowing from the northwest. So if we sail along the south coast, it will take just a few days to get there. Once we get to the strait, it should be easy for us to spot Ceuta. I'll mark it on the map once we get there. The more ports we pass through, the more detailed the nautical chart will be, and the easier it will be for us to plan our future courses. If you really travel the entire world one day, this nautical chart will certainly be the most precious treasure in existence. Alright. Trust me, that day will come. Yes! Okay, sketch nautical chart. Hand drawn by Joyce, it displays the direction of the next destination. So we can press OK. Controlling orientation. Hold right mouse button to control orientation. Press page up, page down to change viewing distance. Wait, what? Well, good thing I have tutorial on, because I did not even know that we can do that. When sailing, your ships will gradually age and the upper limit of your ship's durability will slowly decrease. Setting sail consumes supply and sailor health. When one of them reaches 0, sailors will take continuous damage. When sailors of your fleet reaches 0, it will be destroyed. Keep an eye on the supply. If supply is not enough, then it's best to get some rest in the port. Raise lower sail. Okay, we're just gonna use the middle mouse button for that. There are 3 stages to the gears of the sail. Anchor, ships and anchored, half sail, ships sail at steady speed, full sail, ships sail at full speed, downwind. Oh, should we... I never really tried putting half sail when sailing against the wind. Okay, we're gonna go and save the game now. I wanna see something. Yeah, this is one part I don't really like. Like, why are all the campaigns like sharing the save slots, you know? But anyway, I'm gonna be careful. Try not to like overwrite my Abdullah save file here. Seems like this is the most recent save. So I'm gonna just stick to like slots 1, 2, 3 with Andrew here. Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay. And then we're gonna open this. We're gonna go to the back, check out the sketch. Hand drawn by Joyce, it displays the direction of the next destination. Right, so when you go to Ceuta, it tells us to go like a little bit south and a little bit then east. So it shouldn't be... Actually, what does page... Oh, we can like zoom out with page up and page down. Oh, that's interesting. Also, wait, I cannot... Okay, that's interesting. Wait, this looks weird. Anyhow, this is where Ceuta is. And we're gonna dock. Hey, our first journey. Okay. I still need more time to finish with nautical chart. Andrew and I will be taking this opportunity to go around Ceuta and familiarize yourself with the place. Are we going to the library again? Not every town owns a library. We're going to the tavern. There we may hear as many stories as we could read in the library. Right, we're gonna go to the tavern and they're gonna tell us about discoveries. You've never heard of Enrique? If you're talking about someone worthy of the title Navigator, then it has to be him. Yeah, I heard he led the charge against the enemies of Ceuta. Of course, in addition to his sailing exploits, he's proficient in astronomy, geology, theology. There's practically nothing he isn't capable of. Prince Enrique has achieved far more than that. He promoted the development of navigation techniques and established a maritime academy. As far as I'm concerned, even making a statue of him on the Pillars of Hercules isn't too much. Huh? Legend has it that the god of strength split Atlas Mountains, and that's how the Straits of Gibraltar was formed. The promontories on both sides are then called the Pillars of Hercules. Let's ask the old man for more information. You can treat sailors to refreshments at the taverns to restore their HP and fleet morale. Useful information can be acquired by interacting with the NPCs of a tavern. At larger taverns, exclusive servers are usually present, where having a drink with them or sending them a gift will increase your favorability, which in turn may provide you with special clues that are unobtainable otherwise. Right. Okay. Recruit sailors. Recruit sailors can be used to recruit sailors that are ready and willing to work on board. Prosperous ports have more recruitable sailors. Alright. Hiring seafarers. You can hire up 10 seafarers with rich sailing skills for your fleet through hire seafarers. The seafarers can perform various jobs on board, participate in land exploration and book reading, but are not qualified to be appointed as captain. Hiring seafarers requires paying a certain amount of salary every month. Quite a bit actually, so we're gonna stay away. But I can show you here. So here we can get a merchant who's really good at calculating. That might be good actually. I'm not sure if Mr. Montero Alberto would like make us money or make us lose money, but yeah. For now, I don't feel comfortable paying 1,000 per month for somebody while we only have 7,000, so yeah. Then we got Carpenter, who's like a good repair person, and Shipwright, who's a shipbuilder. Oh, look at these three characters, very, very useful, so, but we're not gonna hire any for now. Here we can recruit sailors. Like, we recruited 70 sailors, and we can assign them to our ship. Through assigning sailors, you can assign idle sailors to ports of the different ships. Ships have a required number of sailors that must be met to ensure its normal operation. If not met, then the ship's speed will be decreased. The more sailors you have in sailing, the more supplies you consume, and the more voyages you must pay to the sailors each month. You can change up your sailor allocation based on your situation to make your voyage easier. Right, so here we are paying 1,640 per month for our 82 sailors. We could go and tell like some of them to like, hey, just stay behind. For now, let's keep the ship nice and manned. And if I feel like I'm starting to get into financial trouble, I might like reduce the amount of sailors that we take. We'll see. Let's talk to elderly gentlemen here. You want to see the Pillars of Hercules? Oh ho ho, you'll see a premonitory if you travel to the coordinates V6 and 36. That's the famous Pillars of Hercules. Those coordinates, isn't that just west of Ceuta, Doc? That's really close by. That's how the world is. If you don't possess the required knowledge, you wouldn't recognize the treasure even if it's right in front of you. Right. Discovering clues. Discovering clues will guide you to the location of a discovery. Locating a discovery will reward you with a significant amount of fleet experience, as well as precious treasures at the times. You can view the discovery clues you have located by going to Knowledge and Discoveries. So we can go to Knowledge and to Discoveries. Clue 1. It's above the Great Rock of North Africa in south of Punta Maraki, stretching towards the sea. But more importantly, if you go to Quest and Clues here... Oh, it doesn't really say us anything else. Okay. Okay, we found Ceuta. In the Punic language, Ceuta refers to the Mountain of God. The Romans built a military fortress here, which was contested for over the following hundreds of years by a multitude of countries. Did we get the quest for that? No. Oh, we did. Set off from Ceuta and use lookout along the western coast to search for the Pillars of Hercules. So it's like just next to it, you know. That's a valuables dealer here we can talk about too, but pottery is a unique product of this port. Unfortunately, it's difficult to transport it to Malaga. Why is it difficult to transport it to Malaga? And the game still didn't teach me how to trade. So we're just gonna set sail. Now the game's gonna tell us how to observe the environment. Wind direction. The drifting clouds on your minimap an indicator of the current wind direction. Knots can represents your sailing speed. When sailing downwind, the sailing speed of your fleet is increased, and the vice versa for when sailing upwind. Press Alt to open close the lookout feature. Lookout mode needs the lookout feature. In the lookout mode, you can find hidden targets. Right. So we're gonna go to the left, and then we're gonna press Alt, and this will turn on this this big lookout circle, which will then notice the locations and treasures. See interactions. At sea there are certain objects that can be interacted with, such as shipwrecks, floating objects, discoveries, treasures. When you meet certain conditions that in close proximity of objects, you can interact with them. And now we can like interact with the Straits of Gibraltar here. Pillars of Hercules. Legend has it that the Atlas Mountains blocked your hero Hercules' path to the Golden Apple, so he used his divine power to split the mountains in two and carved out what is now the Straits of Gibraltar. And the high headlands on either side are known as the Pillars of Hercules. Okay. This is the Pillars of Hercules. Yeah, we sailed just by them when we went to Ceuta. We didn't even notice it. Legend has it that Hercules split Atlas Mountains, and that's how the Strait of Gibraltar was formed. Is this huge rock the mountain that Hercules split? Us, for whatever the legend spread before the landscape was discovered, or the landscape was the inspiration for the legend itself, the answer to that has been lost to time. According to Diodorus records, Hercules pulled them together to narrow the channel and keep sea monsters out. It wasn't a strait before that. So yeah, there are two legends. One that he made them wider, and one that he made them like less wide. Whatever the word is. But how can we be sure that the ancient records are correct without seeing it for ourselves? Yes, only by actually exploring the world can you learn what it really looks like. Oh, William, are you drawing the Pillars of Hercules? I plan to record everything I see and hear with my pencil. Unlike written records, this here can transcend the barrier between languages. Even someone who cannot sail can appreciate the strait's beauty. But even without the drawing part, the newly discovered geography and ruins here must be recorded. It can be submitted to the governors of various regions to improve the fleet's reputation and used as a topic for conversation. Right, and then we're gonna turn around. I'm gonna return to the port of Ceuta. The ship turns around very, very slowly. Hey there, little fella. Sea negotiations. Communicate with other fleets while sailing. Trade with them with the goods they want. Trades can only be made when the price scale is no less than 100%. A successful negotiations will increase the fleet's favorability. The hardest level of the negotiation skill, the easier the negotiation will be. But we don't have an officer, so we cannot negotiate. Yeah, let's go back to Ceuta. Now, we could tell Joyce to be an officer, but we're gonna skip that for now. Actually, we don't have an officer's room, so that will wait. Oh, the features that we are missing. Oh, it's gonna be so hard playing without them, but it's fine. The nautical chart is complete. I did not expect it to be so difficult just to record the course between the two ports. A nautical chart isn't as simple as drawing a line between 2 points. The bays, islands, shoals, everything has to be included. When it comes to dangerous areas, trenches, whirlpools, and hidden icebergs must be marked and labeled too. Our next destination is the volcanic archipelago to the southwest. It's long and tough distance to cover. The southwest. Are you talking about Madeira? If we are sailing over a long distance, then we must prepare more water and rations in case we should run out of provisions. Okay, hand drawn by Joyce, it displays the direction to the next destination. Right. So we're gonna open the thing. Right, so back. So yeah, here we can see this is Madeira. So we have to sail like west, southwest from here. It's gonna be a big island we have to find. I remember how scary this game was when I first started it out. Pillars of Hercules. Legend has it that the Atlas Mountain blocked heroes Hercules' path to the Golden Apple. Yeah, we already read that. But right, so now we can give this discoveries info to local governors to appease them. And we don't have that access yet. Okay, so we're gonna just set sail and go for Madeira. Press Control to view fleet. View fleets to interact with other fleets. Battle. Actively declare battle on a fleet and start a battle. Details. Obtain the details of the opposing fleet. Negotiation. Exchange items. Yeah, right. We're not gonna be able to do that yet. So we gonna go to Madeira next. I'm gonna set the headings like something like this. Okay, we're gonna grab these supplies here. Oh, we didn't have cargo space, that's fine. Oh well, it would be a shame for all this food to go to waste, but I guess to waste it will go. Oh no, we got attacked! Battle. The bow and stern guns will automatically fire. Side guns need to select gun side and the timing of firing. Enemy ship spotted. Captain, there's a fleet approaching. We're in trouble. Andrew, why the frown? It's pirates. They're firing. They missed. We are far enough from them. They're firing to measure the distance between us. Andrew, they're catching up. The ship can sail faster than ours, but it's been patched up so much that the hull integrity has been compromised. Our ship is way better. We can't let this go on. Prepare yourself, we're going to battle. Alright, so I was wondering what I'm gonna be doing about battles, because I felt like for this exploration run I don't wanna do a lot of fighting. So I figured I'll just be escaping battles. But it seems like Andrew here is particularly very unhappy about the pirates and their existence. So I think it's like gonna be fair game to like, well, blow them up to pieces. Also, I think it would be a little bit weird not to fight. So yeah, we're not gonna be boarding them though. That's more like an Abdullah thing. So we're just gonna like go to battle here. So it seems like Andrew wants us to sink it. Yeah, this small... Oh, it's a mandatory battle, so we have to do it anyway. So yeah, we can like turn this white thing towards them and shoot them. We have more cannons. We have more of everything, really. And we are even more precise. That was terrifying. Treat the wounded. I'll go inspect the hull. Luckily, we can still make it to Madeira in our current state. Quality ship material. A component at the bottom of a ship which connects the stem post and the stern post. Workers at Lisbon shipyard should know how to make the best use of it. Oh really? We got like a reward for that. Okay, we found some gold and some liquor. We're gonna pick it up. Goods that you obtain will be stored in your cabin. You can check the goods you've obtained by viewing the cabin tab of the logbook. Right, and let's continue sailing towards Madeira. Alright. So there's a friend there. Another battle. Enemy ship spotted. It's strange, they were clearly outmatched by us, yet they still attacked. If they weren't trying to plunder us then. It was a trap. Some pirates test the combat abilities of merchant ships before attacking. Don't let your guard down, their main forces are coming. Captain, 2 ships are approaching. Calm down. They'll need a flagship to give commands when attacking with more than a single ship. Prepare to advance at full speed. Prepare to board their flagship. Oh really, we are doing a boarding fight? I said we're not gonna be doing the boarding fight, but okay. Like, I guess I'll do it, but like... Boarding's not very easy though, but okay, let's do it. So the flagship's gonna be the one with the flag, obviously. Oh, the game's just gonna do it. Close quarters combat. When 2 opposing ships get close enough to each other, close quarter combats will automatically begin. After a period of time passes, a deck battle will be triggered. Oh no, it's just like... So now I understand why it seemed to me that like takes ages to start a boarding fight, because this tutorial boarding fight starts like right away. When entering hand-to-hand combat, the sailors of both parties will break into groups and fight. The sailors who come out on top will obtain that thing. Morale affects the damage. No, just shields. Victory tokens. There we go. Morale affects the damage done in hand-to-hand combat. Victory tokens is awarded once all groups have determined a winner. The higher morale is, the more damage will be done to enemy sailors. After the battle ends, there is a chance to trigger a duel. Hand-to-hand fighters. The size of a ship's deck determines how many combat sailors it can hold. Sailors that have been appointed to position will be prioritized into battles. If the limit of combat sailors is not reached, then the idle sailors of higher levels will be selected into the battle. Right, so here we can see our people fighting, and we won. We got 3 tokens. And this will initiate a duel, maybe, possibly. No? Okay. Okay, so the first ship surrendered, now we board the other ship. I wish this goes so fast. Like, look at her head though, what's up with that? Your captain won't initiate the duel. Yeah, sure. Accept my challenge. You think I'm afraid of you? Duels take on the following priority: body, perception, technique, body. So it's like rock, paper, scissors kind of thing. After attacking or getting attacked twice in a row, the knife fight options will be triggered. In a knife fight, you can choose to clash with either body, perception, or technique. When the attributes are the same, the success of the option is determined by the size of the values. When the values are the same, there will be a 4 result. If you go after the enemy, you will successfully use your finishing move or be blocked by the enemy. If you defend, you will be successful block the attack or be hit by the enemy's finishing move. Red represents attack and blue represents defense. Alright. We don't really take part here. It's just like this auto thing. We'll choose tech here, I guess. This is definitely not the most exciting part of the game, but it's kind of cool that it's here either way. Run! So there's like, there we go. Woohoo, we won! These pirates have their own flag. The flag represents a pirate's identity, and some are even able to get merchant ships to surrender just in sight. I guess these pirates won't get the chance to do that. Pirate flag, a flag obtained from a pirate ship. Patent on it, it's a pattern of a strange skull. So we can be a pirate if we want, with Andrew. Oh gosh. Okay, scavenge. So since we boarded and captured the ships, we got like a lot of goodies here. Like we can sell this for a lot of money actually. This is how the game jumpstarts your journey, I guess. Pocket watch, a dagger. Oh my gosh, we got so many things here. I wasn't even aware when I played the tutorial how absolutely loaded with money you get by just like boarding these 2 ships. And this is gonna be Madeira. This area is far from the continent, so all the islands along the way must be drawn out and labeled for reference. It's going to take a little bit more time. The crew can take this opportunity to rest for a while. Andrew and I are heading to the trade center to purchase the local specialties. We are going out to trade. Our voyage isn't supported by a merchant guild, so an appropriate amount of trade is required to replenish our funds. Oh, I'm just not gonna be happy about that. Since the introduction of sugarcane, it has become the staple of Madeira, so that sugar is very cheap here. We should make quite a bit if we transport it all the way to Lisbon. Alright. Then sailing various prompts will be displayed according to the fleet situation. This red symbol means ships have not assigned sailors. Yellow means that ships do not meet the required number of sailors, which will affect the sailing speed. Goods means that the supply is less than 3 days. This means that the ship needs to be repaired. This means that the gold coins are insufficient, the supply cannot be replenished. Alright. So, let's see, what do you want me to do now? Buy white sugar at the trade center in Madeira and place it in the cargo hold. Alright. So we got some wine here. Okay. A sweet seasoning extracted from sugar cane. 1,000 it costs. Yeah, actually the prices right now are kind of high. So I'll just buy 2. Okay, so here we can see the capacity of the fleet, 5 out of 5 right now. This is the warehouse. We can buy extra stuff and just store it in the warehouse and pick them up later. Okay. The market survey feature is now available. Okay, we're gonna survey the market. Trade centers of different regions all have different prices for goods, as well as extra ups and downs due to price fluctuations. Through using the market survey feature to view the price fluctuations, percentage represents the price fluctuation range of a certain good at a specific port. Okay. Market surveys may only show information on goods that you have traded before. You can view this by going to log. So here, you can be like, if you know about a good, you can be like, hey, what do you guys think about this or that, right? And it shows like the price tendencies of going up or down, the current price, and also the percent. Like 100% is like baseline price in this port, while 119%, for example, here means that it's currently more expensive than it would usually be. Right. Andrew, look! The nautical chart between the 3 ports is done. As long as they follow the route on the nautical chart, we can rest at ease even if we let another member of the crew take the helm. Alright, I don't have to take the helm anymore. View the routes and select an available port before setting sail, then you can leave the rest to us. Give it a try on our return journey to Lisbon. Alright, so you can view and use nautical charts in your back tabs. You can check your routes in Peer Autopilot and set a route for auto sail from there. Right, so I'm just gonna do a quick jump to Tavern first. Fish meat is a unique product of this port. Unfortunately, it's difficult to transport it to Casablanca. Is it though? There's a department store in Groningen that specializes in travel essential medicine and gear. Alright. Oh, we cannot level up yet. Alright. Right, so let's go use the chart. Oh, so many items. A topographic map showing the offshore route of Portugal. So we got like our first route between Madeira, Lisbon and Ceuta. We'll be able to use this to travel between these 3 ports on auto sail feature. Let's equip some people. Equipping sailors with items provides you with additional bonus effects. Sailors may each equip up to 4 pieces of equipment. So we're gonna equip the dagger here to Andrew. We're gonna equip negotiation and firearm. Okay, we don't have a gunner yet or a negotiation officer, so we're not gonna equip this yet. A proper sturdy eye patch among sailors, a delicate and small chime that can easily fit in your pocket, a common and cheap pocket knife. Alright, so that's that. I'm gonna save. And then we're gonna use the auto sail feature. So the game tells me that my ships need repair, but this place doesn't have a shipyard, so we cannot do it either way. You can click on a port icon on the map to view the information on the port and select a route. A sailor must be appointed as surveyor in the mapping room first before he can use auto sail. The greater the surveyor's surveying and mapping skill is, the more distance that can automatically be sailed. So basically, like here, Joyce enables us to use this feature. I'm gonna click on Lisbon here and click auto sail. And now the ship's gonna go there on its own, we don't have to do anything. And it's gonna use like the best possible route or whatever the game considers to be the best possible route. And here is like the time to unwind and relax as the game takes care of where you need to go. Lisbon, hello, we brought some sugarcane. The crew decides to celebrate their first successful voyage at the tavern upon returning to Lisbon. Let's raise a glass to our nautical chart. Let's raise a glass to the discovery of the Pillars of Hercules. Let's raise a glass to the defeating of those pirates. Henry is a truly amazing navigator who didn't just dare to brave the unknown and explore new territories, he even established the first maritime academy. Is that the Henry who became a pirate later? I want to explore the world just like him. Alright. Haha, it sounds like the lot of you are planning a new adventure. Of course, the next voyage is to the other side of the ocean. No, let's not go to the other side of the ocean, Andrew. Calm down there a little bit. Our ship's not big enough. Yes, we plan to discover a new continent. But before that, we need a bigger crew. There are many experienced captains and sailors around the Mediterranean Sea, so let's take a look over there. Alright. Newcomer on board. Complete Andrew's main quest, Chapter 1. Andrew established his own fleet, and the best thing that happened was the appearance of partners who shared his dream. Along with the winds and the waves, the fleet is heading to further places in another exotic land. Setting sail, over. Okay, so let's check the quest. No quest, okay. I guess we'll go to tavern first. Welcome, welcome. A sailor can earn 1 skill point for every 15 levels they advance. You can use your skill points to increase any skill level of your character by accessing the skills interface of navigation log. Right. So we should always level up Andrew first. So we got 29,000 fleet experience here. Okay, let's talk to people first to see. Haven't you heard? There are 2 pirate ships causing mayhem in the Madeira Sea area. Well, they were, but not anymore. A Lisbon merchant ship's crew abandoned ship and fled as soon as they saw the pirate flag being raised. 4 entire ships full of goods robbed of wares without a cannon fired. Where's your flag from? Haha, this was seized from the pirates. Madeira? That's right. You're lucky. The palace put a bounty on these pirates not long ago. The reward is 5,000 gold. Hurry to the palace to collect your reward. Okay. Did the voyage go well this time, Andrew? Of course. You're one step closer to being a great captain. I always believed you can do it. Every voyager supposedly has endless stories to tell. So mind telling me some of yours on this trip, Sir Captain? Of course. I would never forget about you, Julianne. You always were there for me, encouraging me, like pushing me to talk to people. And that's how we met Joyce in the first place. Well, on this voyage, Andrew gives an embellished account of his new discoveries abroad and a pirate attack to Julianne. With efforts from everyone and me, Captain Andrew's leadership, of course, we overcame perils and returned safely. Oh, what's wrong? Not interesting enough? It's too dangerous. But that's the part of sailing. It's okay as long as we prevail at the end. The great voyage of Captain Andrew is just starting. Oh, we got the compass from her. A tool for sailors to identify their directions at sea. What? A friend gave me this, but I think you need it more. Do try to take care of yourself on your adventures. I'd like to hear more daring tales from you. I often hear many intriguing news in the tavern crew that I want to tell you. So you must come back safely for us to shoot the breeze over a round of booze. Alright, and then we got Joyce. Have you heard? The naval guard took a huge hit while eliminating the pirates and suffered many casualties. They were ambushed by pirates around Azores and only a supply ship escaped. That's terrible. I too suffered a pirate ambush during one of my voyages. They pretended to be common fishing boats that were docked on both sides while waiting for merchant ships to enter their range. Luckily, my captain at the time deployed our defenses in advance, and it was the only reason we could return to port safely. I guess they were afraid the patrolling navy ships would come to their target's aid, so they were forced to flee upon failing an attack. Flanking maneuvers were employed in ancient warfare too. They split their army into 2, sending the first half to keep the enemy army busy while the other half attacked from behind. It works the same way in naval warfare. When a ship is attacked from both sides, a moment of hesitation from the captain would doom the ship. We can put this strategy to use too. We can't even hear each other on the same ship during a naval battle, so how will our support ship work with us? We need a captain. Aren't you the captain, Andrew? I mean, a captain for the support ship, a captain who can convey the strategy to the crew and implement it with the flagship. I refuse. It sounds like a lot of work. I'll leave it to you then, William. I knew it. Let's set the pirates in Azores as our target and use their strategy to win the battle. I don't remember this from the tutorial. It's called an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Well, if Andrew wants it, why not, right? Wait, did we actually get the quest for that? Together as one, appoint William as a support captain. Well, we will need another ship first. Okay, let's talk to Julianne. Hey there, Julianne. Hello, do you need something? I'm gonna have a drink together. I'm raising a toast to you, so don't leave me hanging. You drink really well. It feels like you have something to say. Let's talk about news. I'd love to travel and feast my eyes on the beauty of the world. How about go check out the Pillars of Hercules? Oh, I see. I never imagined something so interesting actually existed. Huh? What do you want to talk about? Well, I want to inquire for info, but for that we're gonna need to like drink with her again. Not all licenses will be issued to maintain balance among the local merchants. It feels like you have something to say. Alright. So, we're gonna go out, and now she's gonna give us a quest. Oh no, she's not. New knowledge. Wait, what? Oh, there she is. There has been a sudden increase in the number of customers recently. We are barely able to handle it. Ah, I've run out of ale. Huh, don't you have crew members? Can't you get one of your crew to bring you some ale? Of course. I knew you'd agree. Okay, we got another quest from her. Bring back 3 packs of beer for Julianne. Right, okay. We'll see about that. For beer we would have to go where the main quest doesn't take us, so... Okay, let's go to the governor's place next. Can I help you? Yeah, you can. I sunk some pirates. Can you give me a bounty reward? Ahoy there, Captain. Is what you said true? Of course it is. Of course it's true. I have the fire flag right here. Please wait a moment. The official claps his hands and 2 guards come forward with the reward. Here is your reward, Captain. Thank you. You have done us a service in getting rid of the pirates. We thank you. If you would like to continue to do so, you can take on other pirate bounties. Bounty quest. At the start of every month, there is a chance for the local government to issue a Pirate Fleet Crusade bounty quest. If you choose to accept the quest, you can view more specific information in logbook quest. After completing this quest, you can obtain currency and port contribution. So, here. So there's like a bounty for some pirates in Ionian Sea. A bunch of cruel fishermen has killed a tax officer and fled. Put an end to them. This person has violated multiple conventions and laws. This bounty has gone into effect immediately. And there's another one here. This one's easy. This one's like very easy. And this one's easy. And there's like a lot of money you can get for these. Range of activity: Ligurian Sea. A gang of savage criminals managed to get their hands on a secret letter of the local nobles. Put an end to them. This person has violated multiple conventions and laws. This bounty has gone into effect immediately. Alright. Shipyard. Huh? Not many kills are made out of this material. Would you like to order a ship to be made for you? Come to think of it, we really need you to expand. We do need to expand our fleet, but we'll need more than a keel to order a ship, right? Yes, you need a keel, mast, canvas, and planks. We need quite a few things. It'll probably cost a lot. Let me think about it. How about this? We happen to have a ship just sitting around in the shipyard. The materials it's made of aren't as good as your keel, but has been specially modified so you won't make a loss. What do you think about exchanging this ship for your keel? Exchanging a keel for a ship, your ship. We've tested it comprehensively and you'll be able to start sailing in it immediately without any problems. Okay, let's do that. So we got a custom large caravel sailboat. A caravel bigger than the standard size. It is heavier caravel of a deeper draft and it's more suitable for ocean voyages. Alright. Dock. Okay. So yeah, we can dock and undock the ships. So we can like dock ships by doing this and we can undock it by doing that. So what, did we just get a better ship than we already had? It is faster, stronger. $1.5k hit points. Yeah. Custom large caravel sailboat. That's a mouthful. Appointing a support captain. Appoint captain in fleet only works for support ships. Ships under the command of a captain will have their combat prowess significantly increased. Okay, we're gonna appoint the captain here. There. Alright. So he's gonna be increasing the combat capabilities of Fortuna. well, we're gonna be sailing the custom large Carvel sailboat. And we need a name for this beautiful ship. We can name him Shippy McShipface, but let's not, I guess. Right, I'm gonna need a name for this ship. So this is where, my dear viewers, you come into the play and let me know. And I'll pick one from the comments that I like. So yeah, let me know what should this thing be called. 10 characters max, by the way. Even though the game allows itself to put more than 10 characters, if you rename it, you can only put 10, so. We found another port of Madeira. In the local language, Madeira refers to island of the forest, which is filled with overgrown trees. Also referred to by Phoenicians as the Island of Scarlet, due to rumors of there being a type of blood red tree on the island. Okay, we found some new goods. White sugar, an important flavoring. It is made by squeezing the juice from sugar cane and drying it into syrup, and then decocting it over a fire. Different regions have different production processes. Fish meat. Fishermen working offshore often process the fish they catch immediately and keep only the fresh flesh, which not only saves the cabin space but also makes it easier to sell them ashore. Wine. Its common wine and industry have existed in the Mediterranean region for more than 1,000 years. Okay, Julianne. Julianne is the niece of the owner of the Lisbon Tavern, where she has worked since she was a child. She was rather into all famous people and adventure stories and often pestered people with all sorts of questions. Regular customers have watched her grow up. Although she thinks she has grown into an excellent young lady, she is still being treated like a child, and her innocent sayings from her youth are tossed about and teased by the guests all the time. Whenever this happens, she will deny she even ever said that. It's so childish, I would never say that. Alright. We got a new nautical chart. The chart can be used to open new routes in the sail phase at the pier. And let's see, what else do we have? Quest. William, a support captain. Go to the waters around Azores. 26 V40N. Interesting. So I guess the game does want us to go and fight them pirates. That's okay, that's okay. I'll embrace it for now, we'll see. We can also go to the trade center and actually sell the sugar we brought. So here you can see that the sugar right now, it's not very well priced in Lisbon. So it sells for 802 and we paid 1055 for it. So we would be trading at a loss. This wine we found sells for quite a bit. We'll sell it. This one got damaged. And since the sugar's like very low price right now, I'm gonna go to the pier, I'm gonna go to the warehouse, and we're gonna store it instead. Press Q, E to switch between cargo warehouse, pier warehouse. You can temporarily store cabin goods here to make space for allocation. You can add the ratio of your cargo hold space allocation through allocate cargo space hold. Cargo space hold is divided into supply cargo hold and goods cargo hold. They are not interchangeable. It represents the fleet total cargo hold space. So here, okay, we're gonna store that. So here you can like modify your ship to either hold more goods or to hold more supplies. Like supplies you need for longer voyages, and goods you need for, good space you need for trading. Okay, and here we can also assign sailors. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit more sailors on my main ship here. I'm not gonna go to the max. And we're gonna use what sailors we have. I'm not gonna hire any more because we pay quite a bit of a salary for them, so. Although, custom large caravel sailboat. You know what would be nice? If you could actually see the, like, what type of ship it is, but I don't think you can. That's always something I was looking for. But you can see the stats of ships, so that's good enough. Let me see. Oh, there's an item store here as well, where you can buy and sell items. So there's some nautical charts you can buy. They're quite pricey though. You can also buy supplies for land expeditions, but we didn't unlock those yet. Here you can see actually like how we can sell the things that we got for quite a bit. So if you're short on money, well, just sell your general keel or general penal, and you'll be able to fund your journey for a little bit longer. Okay. Then we got the Commerce Guild. Here we can accept like some very huge contracts. For example, if you bring 60 black pepper here, you earn a whooping 333,990 gold coins. Yeah, these are some big trading commissions. Oh. Well, I wish I didn't see this. So we had 3 wine actually. Oh, this hurts. I should have checked. I should have checked commissions first. But what are the odds that the 3 wine I looted from pirates would be able to put here? Okay, well, we lost out on like 4k. We sold it for like 3,000 or so. But yeah, like giving stuff in commissions is usually way more lucrative than like just like selling it straight up. The local bar is currently seeking a partner who can provide cargoes of alcohol at decent rates with preference towards larger quantities. Yikes. Okay, then we got the post. Here you can go on land expeditions, but you need to like unlock the permission first. Then we got the admin, we got the mansion, which I don't even know what it does. Then we got the church. Here you can donate some money to get a blessing. If you donate and reach a certain level, you can obtain a blessing effect. It will make sailing smoother. Each facility has different blessing effects. You can view them in sail. Once you return to port, the blessings will disappear. So it's only while you're out. Okay. I feel like this feature is not really that great, because you can't really tell what you're gonna get and how much you need to donate. If you're super rich, you can do it, but... Then we got the Royal Palace. Yeah, here you can pick up bounties and report discoveries. You can report discoveries you come across during your journeys to the local officials through report discovery to obtain rewards and increase local contribution. Discoveries that have been reported can be... So you can only report discoveries at one place. So like reporting the Pillars of Hercules would give us 100 contribution. And also give us gold coins. I didn't even know about that. I was not really doing that. I was saving the discoveries for ports and kind of forgot. We can get some nice permits here. So yeah, you can use your influence here to unlock things. So for example, we can get the land expedition qualification. And this actually doesn't spend the currency. It's like more like fame, you know. And we can get the trade permit for the port, for the local specialty, the port wine. So it's a special type of wine that's being traded in like Lisbon and Porto and stuff like that. You can pay the fine. I guess this happens if you like do something nasty, like rob some trade fleets. In the shipyard, you can repair your ships. So it will take... That's quite a bit actually, 1,840 to repair my ships, so we're gonna do that. There we go. Modifying the hull is not available yet. We can sell the ships, so that ship we got, for example, I don't know. You can sell your flagship, but the Fortuna we can sell for 6,000. Right, what else do we have? Tavern, we already went to the tavern quite a bit. We can pay everyone a round of drinks to celebrate. Captain Andrew paid for the expenses of all those present. Every single sailor held their hearts out in the name of their good captain. That actually increases the morale, restores the morale. Oh, we can level up, right. So, leveling up your characters increases your stats, which is used like mostly in land expeditions and a little bit, I think, in the boarding fights as well. Here we can see our stats, so we're a really good leader. And then we got other stats as well. Most of the stats will not be usable because we cannot remove him as captain. But some of them will be usable during land expeditions. So we can like upgrade 10 levels. And then we can upgrade for another 10 levels is 15,500. I can upgrade like 5 levels. He'll get to level 15. That will give us a skill point, which you can then use to increase one of these various skills. I don't know which one I would increase though. Like maybe like should we invest into shipbuilding with Andrew? I'm not sure. For now I'm not gonna do it though. Instead, wait. Let me see something. Oh, I need to reach level 30 as character to make leveling other people easier. Okay, well, I don't know if I have enough actually. Yeah, we don't. Okay, let's sit on it for now. Okay, tavern, shipyard, library. Oh, library. So library, in library you can read books. The sensation of different books requires different languages. Only sailors who have mastered the language may read and translate the books fluently. Books that have been translated contain key text that needs to be deciphered, of which requires a sailor that meets the deciphering conditions to be assigned to help decipher them. After fully deciphering all the text, you can obtain the discovery clues hidden within the book and read the book in its entirety. So yeah, there's like a whole bunch of books here that you can try to translate, some harder than the others. So this is where skills come in play also. Yeah, this is mostly where skills come in play. So there is this one book that's very easy to translate, called The Messengers on Both Sides of River. So you need somebody with a geography skill of 2, somebody with humanity skill of 2, and another person with geography skill of 2. So we can use Andrew in this one. So we're gonna use Joyce here. I'm gonna use Andrew here, and then I'm gonna use William Ansel here, and I'm gonna click the interpret book and get a nice story and a treasure clue as a reward. New clue obtained: double serpent staff clue. Messengers of both sides of the river, Alter, Mr. Winston. You thief! I won't let a scheming thief like you escape. The merchant grabbed the boy's shirt and asked the guards in the north part of the city for assistance. The soldier walked leisurely in front of them like he was watching a show. Without saying a word, he motions for the merchants to let go. The boy was still holding the long cloth bag tightly in his arms. The soldier grew wary and wondered if there was a weapon inside it. Loudly he said, "Remove the cloth, what's inside?" This time the merchant stood up and pulled off the cloth. "This is my walking stick. The thief stole it in the night and wanted to take it outside the city." The merchant sat while tearing the cloth apart. The boy pointed out the merchant and cursed, "You filthy rat, you obviously stole this walking stick from somewhere else. How does that make it yours? I was just returning it to its owner." The merchant started panicking when he heard this and said, "You stupid child, you wanted to throw this into the Tagus. This is..." Before he could finish, the cloth strip has been fully removed, revealing an unassuming stick in front of everyone. The soldier laughed and said, "Ha, you're fighting over a stick? Francisco, are you making such a fuss over this child over a stick?" The merchant was also stunned and said, "Of course not, but I saw him. How strange! But it's true that he stole my walking stick. You can't let him go." The pedestrians entering and leaving the city gate stopped to watch. The soldier walked up to the merchant, pointed at the blood-stained wooden frame at the side and said, "Francisco, you'll also be punished if you make a false accusation." The merchant didn't give up and reached for the wooden stick. Ouch! The two snakes crawled out of the cloth bag and beat the merchant's hand fiercely. The child took his opportunity to run away. Ducking through the gaps in the crowd, the soldier chased after him all the way to Sintra Mountains, but the stick could no longer be found. So, we interpreted that book and got a reward. So we can go to the quest here and clues. And there's gonna be a clue here, double serpent staff clue, West Europe. Heading inland from Lisbon to the north and you will reach Sintra Mountains in about 10 days. There is a walking stick with double snake decoration hidden in the coal. So that's another thing you can do in this game. You can go into land expeditions and try to find these various things, like treasures and stuff. Okay. Yeah, here the game tells us about skills. Using a skill book on a selected sailor allows you to upgrade their skill level. Sailors may only learn each skill book once. Note, skills take effect only when the sailors in their corresponding cabin. Alright, we can learn a skill with Andrew because we have a skill point, but I didn't decide yet which skill I'm gonna increase. So let's wait on that. We found this book we just read. We found out about some new goods. Cheese, a white curd made from specially fermented raw cow milk. It is said to have been invented by accident when an Arab was crossing the desert thousands of years ago. Porcelain tiles painted by Portuguese artisans following Chinese ceramic patterns, which can be put together to form large frescoes, blue porcelain. And then we found out about weapons. From street fights to naval battles, everyone needs weapons. We found a new discovery. This is the clue that we got. How to heading inland from Lisbon to the north and you will reach the Sintra Mountains in about 10 days. There is a walking stick with double snake decoration hidden in the coal. Alright. Alright. Cool. So yeah, I like this game a lot because it's like super rich, it's huge. So this is the part of the world we explored so far. Like, and this is the rest of the world. On the left there will be gonna be Americas, south it's gonna be Africa, to the east there's gonna be India and China, and like even like Australia probably hides in there somewhere, although I never really found it. And yeah, I'm super excited about this playthrough. Hopefully you are as well. If you are, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm gonna end the video here. I wish you all to have a wonderful day. Do something nice, be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next episode of Sailing Era. We're gonna sail through the era some more with Andrew. And yeah, try to best fit into his character. So right now it seems like he's kind of feisty. He wants to go and fight some pirates, so we're gonna be doing that. And after that the game will probably reveal some more of the main quest for us. Oh, goody goody goody. So yeah, cool. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next episode. The Neomer signing out. Bye bye.